He's got that rage bar up. Cole the Meek is used. Flash available to him, and I think this is a tad optimistic, but Niski's joining as well. Hook shot, flash for flash. Here it's able to predict it. The tactical sweep doesn't find the kill, but Razork just about does. He's taken out. The stun from Adam is able to turn it around with the help of the tower, and now Niski gets himself a free kill as well. Exceptional play from Adam.
But that is just so greedy as well from the side of Misfits. Adam, as you said, it played that exceptionally well, but TP's coming through in the bottom.
Oh my word, more kills, more fighting, and it's Adam without even full health jumping onto Vander. Upset gets the kill. Remember, Adam from the LFL with support took over games. Hylissang once again with a fantastic roam. There'll be some damage on the shockwave, and finally VTO goes down, but here comes Razork managing to pick up some damage, but the Realm Warp from Niski gets Hilly out to safety. Through mechanical excellence in some team fights, but they need to find some time to do this because all of a sudden, Fnatic are pulling even further ahead. VTO, no shockwave available. Teleport coming down from Niski. Defensive flash from Razork, and it's Whippo that gets the kill. Manages to chomp down. Now Whippo taken up by VTO and hands over the buffs. Teleport was used there as well. That's one back to Misfits.
Yeah, okay.
Whippo managed to get himself Kindle Gem as well as that Sheen. Has a small level advantage over Razork. Can hear it, no flash available, but the Hextech Ultimatum is there. Is looking for Adam the tower, turns its attention to Niski, and that will be a kill for Razork. Heartbreaker is just used, dashed away to safety, and Fnatic will get one back. Denying Razork that buff, and now Fnatic between two towers managed to find the route onto Vander. He's still got the flash available to him, and he dashes away for now. Upset chases. Flash and Auto will find the kill. Realm Warp will just about get Fnatic to safety. They're still inside Misfits jungle, but I don't think Misfits can really chase this one down.
As soon as the bot lane is recalled for Misfits, Upset is doing exactly what you talked about.
Oh, Copy gets jumped on, gets rooted, and does get chomped. He's able to flash and Arcane shift away to safety, and now Vander got the solar flare available to him, has not pulled the trigger yet, has Fnatic bitten off more than they can chew. They find themselves a kill onto Vander, but here comes Niski, finds the route down onto Hirit, and that's a dash forward from Adam. He's managed to cut off the retreat from Misfits, and Razork will be the last member. Adam decides not to chase for now, but does Whippo with a Pillar of Ice. 1, 2, 3 members secured. Been up yet, we're a minute and a half away from the next dragon. There's the flash away from VTO, stays alive a few seconds longer. The shockwave only catches Hilly, but there will at least be one kill back here for Misfits, but Vander forced to flash for his life. Copy arrives late to the party and can't do a whole lot. 10,000 gold down.
Try and find a pig, because that's the only way you win this game.
Well, that's going to be the engage onto Niski. He used the Realm Warp, taking a lot of damage for now. Buys some time thanks to the Hourglass, but VTO shut down before the Shockwave can even come out. Finally, Razork gets himself one back onto Niski. Now trying to put the damage onto Hylissang. Not going to be enough to find the kill just yet. And Upset will close it up. Whippo gets the solo onto Vander, and that is a 1 for 3 to extend the advantage with the Dragon available to target to focus. Razork has already stolen himself one Baron this series. We'll need to do a whole lot more. No flash for Hirit. 3 members of Fnatic jumping onto him. He's been knocked into the air, and despite the hook shot, we'll just get run down. The 6th kill for Upset. 605, 650 gold bounty. That's just jumped up once more. And it's just the quiet carry that can do as he pleases because of everything the rest of the squad is built up.
Exactly, and now they're just going to continue with it. Vander now caught off, no flash.
They're already dead! They're already dead!
Members of Fnatic just in the mid lane, while the rest of members, Misfits collapsing.
They're going for the Hail Mary. Niski is going to be able to use the Hourglass to buy some time. Hylissang comes in, interrupts Hirit. Razork going to be able to find a kill onto Hilly, but not more just yet. Dashes away to safety thanks to the engage rather. And now Hirit hops off the wall. Who else died in the back line? Razork taken out. Adam forcing the rest of Misfits away. Copy needs to use the flash and the heal just to survive the onslaught. Fnatic are going to be able to hold off the engage, smack Misfits with their wallet, and break open the base.
Yeah, it's just that easy for them right now. And despite a good effort from Misfits there in desperation, they're still losing out on all these plays because, as you said, with the wallet, Fnatic so far ahead with Misfits, they're not done.
No, not just yet. Whippo will once again be engaged on Subjugate, stealing the stats and the HP. Whippo is able to walk away. Solar Flare dodged by the Featherstorm. Utsep touches over the wall. The Pillar of Ice holds Hirit in place, and with Niski arriving, turns it back around. The Realm Warp continues the fight once again. We're gonna lock down too. Niski's not done. The feathers fly. die, and Upset's looking to kill a few more members of Misfits. But Vizio and Razork, they're back. They're chasing out Upset, and Adam is coming in from behind. These team fights are never ending, and they never go well for Misfits. The Shockwave pulls Adam backwards, but there's not enough damage from Razork to close it out. 25 kills in 25 minutes. Fnatic are styling on Misfits to go to match points.
They definitely are. Long death timers coming up here. Hear it up Nintendo, and the same is Copy. So I don't know if they can end on this one just yet, but they do still have Baron, and they do have 2 minions coming in.
Bottom lane, Copy's making his way from base. The channel is coming in. Quickness thrown out. Is charmed. Is knocked. Is locked. That's a flash away from Vizio, and Upset face plants the wall. Man, would that be impactful is the question. Here it flashes away to safety for himself, and Whippo is the target of Copy and Razork, but he's not going to have enough. Here it is killed already by Helisang, the man that started this fight. Engages once more onto Razork, who flashes away to safety. Misfits lose 1, but it could have been so much more. Fnatic still peel back for Baron.
That could have been the entire game then. The fact that V2 gets to stay alive is also a hit. A very good silver lining as well in that exchange. Upset, unfortunately, failing the flash over the wall, but now, after the members of Misfits has been pushed off, it's still very easy for them to pick up the Baron and start looking for the end now finally for Fnatic.
Yeah, playing this one respectfully, maybe a little bit dangerously for Fnatic, but their lead is gigantic, 15,000.
Great. Such a pivotal power as well in the Rakan, but now both inhibitors has been taken down. You can move up towards the top side and try to just get the last one, or move down to the Drake and pick up the Soul. There's endless possibilities for Fnatic right now.
Yeah, Misfits have tried to find initiations multiple times. Realm Warp is going to deliver the minions to the top inhibitor. Cheeky play here from Miski. Force Misfits to do something. Double supers will now start to make their way forward. That's the engage from Hilly. Gets the charm, and this time round BTO's killed before he can use that shockwave and have any impact. Razork is trying to find a kill onto Hillisang, but that is the least impactful member now that his initiation is done. Razork down, BTO down. 3 members of Misfits left alone, facing Fnatic's 5. Super minions pushing into the base now, as well as here it gets caught out. Throws out the Hextech ultimatum, and Adam buys enough time with that stopwatch. Here it will fall in just a moment as Vander makes it back to the steps, and despite the fact that there's so much damage, Adam still stays alive. 29 kills for Fnatic in a one-sided obliteration of Misfits. Fnatic advanced to match points.
It took a while, 31 minutes, but that entire game, Trevor, I think we can both agree that was very Fnatic dominated.
Playing through top side, and it's actually great to see. I think this game 2, I would say, was like somewhere in the middle, but this game you could see a very clear focus towards the top side of the map, really shutting Here It down and really just dominating all across the board. So I think that Misfits need to change up their game plan. I think they need to really consider moving away from this Camille, or at least giving Here It the counter pick later on in the draft.
We saw the post-game breakdown there in that last game, and what kind of smack in the face I think it was for Misfits. And you know, what do you think this is going to do to their mental, knowing that in the past we've called them a bit of a streaky team in different iterations? Do you think they have what it takes to bounce back after such a loss?
I mean, I don't want to be negative. It looks really rough, and I think especially because after the game 1 they went away from their standard drafts with the LeBlanc and Camille. I think I would like to see them go back to that and try it one more time, and then if it doesn't work, at least they tried all they could. But yeah, it's looking grim for Misfits for sure.
It certainly is. I think one of the scary things about Fnatic is that even in the regular season, even in their losses, their early games were always dominant. The teams that beat them were the ones that could match their early game, and then they would outscale them later on into the team fights. And right now it feels like that Razork is just being put in the dirt and being matched all across the board by Whippo in the early game.
What do you think is the explanation for the fact that this is a 2-1 so far over 3 games, and it was 4-0 for Misfits over the entire year in singular best of ones?
I'd love to give more context, but I don't remember the regular season games.
That's okay. Some more comebacks actually as well for Misfits.
Yeah, they were close games, yeah.
So, yeah, I can't answer your question.
That's okay. That is some of them are very far in the past, for sure. Let's take a look, though, at key picks this series so far. I think none of these will be a surprise for anyone at home. Xayah, Rakan, Renekton, and Camille. I do want to highlight specifically this Rakan treats. What can you tell me about the Hilly Rakan, the fabled champion?
Yeah, I mean, he is really comfortable on Rakan, and I think he picks it one pick, and I think he knows that Misfits doesn't really have an insane answer into it. So I think he's just really comfortable on the champ. He always plays good on the champ, always does a lot of proactive stuff, and it fits him perfectly.
And of course, Fnatic saying, we'll first pick the Rakan. We don't care which junglers you ban. That must be a comfortable position for Fnatic to be in.
Yeah, I think they're leveraging the fact that Bwipo has such a deep pool of champions to be able to play from, and they showcased it in this game extremely well. And I think that one of the terrifying things about Hilly's Rakan is it both protect and attack, right? Like, he's roaming around the map, setting up plays. He's also constantly there whenever the Xayah needs him. You get that additional range. The Lovers Duo combo is so effective. And so I think that all round it is just such a perfect pick. I'm surprised to see it first pick, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it banned away in the next game.
Well, we can't write off the Misfits yet. This is a best of 5. We've seen comebacks more times than we can count. So talk to me through the game plan. First up, the status quo up in the bot lane, the handshake, the Renekton Camille. Do you want them to break that?
If I'm Misfits, I'm definitely breaking this top matchup. I think they have to get a winning top for Hirt, and they're not really getting it with this matchup. So yeah, they will look to change it up, I think, and they should probably ban the Renekton. I think that's the best choice they can make in that case.
Secondly, in terms of approach, we saw that Fnatic now also just goes to the top lane. What do you want to see in terms of where Razor should be focusing his attention?
Oof, that's hard. I think he still has to play. I think they should just do what they did during the regular season. Just play topside, but get an aggressive champ for Vito as well. Don't put him on the scaling mage. I think they need some aggression in the early game from mid and jungle, and then just bring it to top lane.
It's called Syndra. Syndra is the champion, I think. I think that it gives you an extremely strong mid-jungle duo. I think that it gives you the mid-lane mage, and I also think that it allows you to be able to make roam plays. And he's also going to have an impact later on to the game. It's also one of his comfort picks. There are so many reasons why Syndra should be prioritized, I think, over the Orianna. And to add, pretty good matchup into Ryze as well.
All right, VTO could definitely be the key for Misfits going into this next game. I think Upset is definitely a key player for Fnatic as well, but it isn't as close to find as in, like, they always have to play towards it. So I'm very interested to see where this goes